AB7, Stunt.
I am. I'm looking forward to it. Happy it starts now.
Yes, sir. And here goes the kickoff. And
So, as people should have seen this already, there is a star player among the Skaven team, Skitter, who will probably make a few stabs in those thin armors of those woodies.
absolutely.
Looking forward to see how it will work.
Skitter is a very good star player to have against AB7, as you know, because that the armor 7 is especially susceptible to the dagger.
Yay!
So also a little thing of significance here. Normally on a kickoff, when it's a nice weather, that's kind of insignificant. But I think you pointed out this match started out with heat, with extra heat. Is that right?
Yep.
So that's gone now. If it wasn't for the weather event, or I'm sorry, the kickoff event of the going back to nice, this could have gotten out of hand. Because as we know, the heat can put out several players without them being down or anything out of the game after a drive, and really change the course of the match. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
How this goes.
It really changes things. As long as you roll a 1 for each player, they are out until next kickoff. And of course, this changes everything when it happens. I remember having 5 players down by heat once. I can tell you, it changes everything. Oh,
Absolutely.
and the first stab here! It works! No need of warming up for Skitter. He's already warm. He's already hot.
And noted Rat coach and Rat fan NTB99 in the chat saying rats, and he thinks 5 gutter runners is a thing of beauty. Let's see if it works out for Rez here. Stuntman, you said you were commenting on the particularly interesting mix here in the play styles of the coaches, I think, and
yes.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Indeed. First of all, I hope for Rez he won't have any psychological issues, because he is a Woodies coach himself. So
Yeah,
I hope he wants to do
favorite.
everything for the Woodies to win. And then Rez is well known to be a score lover. He loves to score fast. He loves great scores, such as winning 4-0, not only 1-0. And on the other hand, we have Ponghines, who only target a 1-0 win. So this might be interesting to see two so fast teams, so agile teams, and 2 very different ways to place them. We'll see if Ponghine can control this relentless Rez, and on the other hand, we'll see if Rez can manage to prevent Ponghine from controlling the game. And that's first expulsion. And a turnover right now for the Rats.
Wow, the
So we have
Vermin were
already 1 KO and 1 player definitely out for good. And a shady lineman.
The Vermin were not satisfied with a knockout. They want to make sure that player, with the stun, they want to make sure that player, that Roger right there, specifically stayed out. And so they ended up trading a lineman for a knockout there, and the downside is that lineman is gone for the rest of the game, and this Rajing lineman is only gone until maybe the next kickoff. You just never know if it'll wake up or not.
Yeah, I don't know if any guy has a babe or not.
They
that
don't.
Might be a clue as well.
So so these teams were 10K difference in team value. So there was no real petty cash at issues, 10K of petty cash. Rez came out of his pocket 160K in order to land Skitter and to hire him. So that's a lot of respect for this Wood Elf team that he's facing, that he thought he needed to pay 160K cash out of his own pocket to get this star player and move on to the next round.
I think he was right, because if Ponghines keeps his players in good health, he can control the game against anyone. So I think he was right to try this one.
Yeah, Pong is probably the only true possession Wood Elf coach that I can think of. He is a real possession Wood Elf coach.
Thanks to me, he's the only one.
Nothing or 2-1. So
because he's very, very tough to beat.
So who do you think that it will be interesting, and I don't know if you have an opinion to who you think will dictate it, because one of two things is going to happen here, right? Either it's going to get sucked into a 2-1 match or a 1-0 match, or Pong is going to get sucked into a shootout, and all that money for Skidder, and he lasts one turn, and Otost is going to knock him out of the match, at least for the near future.
Yeah, Ponghines knew that was a real danger, and he targeted it right now. He did well, to me. And still, I think about the score, it really will depend on the way the play goes on. I mean, if a few rats are missing, a few more rats are missing, of course Rez will score fast because he won't be able to control the game with 3 or 4 rats outside. So I think this is gonna go fast, but still, he needs as well to get rid of a few woodies. Otherwise, of course, Ponghines will control the whole game.
Absolutely, and you may notice this is curious because Ponghines has in the different leagues that he's been in has been a vocal declarant that he just believes that the tree is bloat and it's a waste of money. So it's interesting that he has chosen to include a tree in his lineup here. At the same time, he's using that tree very well. He knows that Mighty Blow War Dancer is going to be an immediate target of Reznor as soon as Reznor gets a chance. However, he's put him next to a tree, so basically in order for Rez to get a real shot at the War Dancer, he's at the best he's going to have to either put his guard Wood Elf next to the tree, which is, you don't want, his guard lineman next to the tree, which you don't really want to do in most cases because you can't just dodge away. Yeah, or
I wasn't thinking about it, but you're right. Yeah, hearing it, I think you're totally right. But it's quite a dirty game for the moment.
Both
Only
sides.
3 fouls.
Both sides. They like that AV7 and how susceptible it is to fouls, and they're definitely taking full advantage of it.
No gentleman agreement.
And you know what? Rez is going to do that. He's going to move his gutter runner up. So it wasn't a lineman. It was actually, my bad. It was a guard gutter runner. And he is going to take the 2-die shot at the War Dancer. Not enough at first. He actually spends the reroll. Wow.
Wait. He could have tried to wrestle him and foul him after that.
Yeah. Which, especially if you're going to spend the reroll to try to get him down, but... Rez also realizes that he's on offense, so you can't spend too many players doing that kind of stuff because it could come back to bite you.
You're right, but still, I don't know what you think about it, but I think when you have a major plan, a major ID, don't change it afterward because usually you're trying to do 2 things, and you usually don't have enough player to go on the 2 ways. So I think he tried hard to put him down. He should have gone. Further and wrestle him and try to foul him because right now finally this blitz was totally useless.
Yeah, there's 2 theories on that. Some people say, some people say don't throw good money after bad, right? So it's like just you're making a bad something that didn't pan out. You're exponentially multiplying it by giving people. By throwing even more resources in it and then possibly creating other problems somewhere else. And then some people will say, you know what, we've come this far, let's push ahead and make it happen. By the way, Mojo Nova in the chat, what's up, Mojo? Mojo also a Cup alumni of prior seasons, and he's saying he's torn on who to cheer for. He said he's a big fan of both Rez and Rat, and Pong is BNT league mate, so he doesn't know who to cheer for. I will say this, Rez BNT for this first season, so problem solved, Mojo. You can cheer for who you want. They're both BNT. And
myself, as I'm quite a risky coach, I'll chase for Rez.
Rez does play more of the Stuntmandidi style offense. He likes to be exactly. Score. Although right now it seems like he's playing into Pong's offense, right? A little bit. He's focusing on the bash more than he is on putting several pieces downfield and threatening with the score.
Yeah, I hope he's not improvising too much. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you let the other side dictate your pace, and You know, you get out of
Exactly.
your game, and that's how it is. You know.
You're trying something new, like it could be a good idea, but sometimes I don't know, but sometimes do what you know how to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got C Calcium Cass in the audience as well. He is a
What's
season
up?
3 competitor himself, new to the cup this season. But you know, we could be seeing the start of various returns for him. So look ahead to the future. Keep an eye out. Upcoming coach Calcium
Oh,
Cass.
he's leading the chaos slot in season 4. So yeah,
He
he
likes that
might get a
chaos.
very usual a very usual coach
Yes, sir.
among the players.
And there goes Horn. Wait, what's his name? Horn Beam Zap. Horn Bam Zap. Horn Beam Zap. The tree just manages to kick the Postman 2.0 away. That is a nod to Bernie Buffon. He doesn't follow him. Oh, because he rooted. So that's bad for the tree. I didn't notice the tree rooted. He's stuck there now, and I'm sure Pong hates that.
Yeah, and that's a good news for the rats, of course.
Yep. In the side
Still,
step.
2 Wii's are still available. That could change everything too. I think that's the reason why Rez is going very cautious on this one. Maybe because of the Wii.
Yep, that's a good thing to point out. We didn't talk about that. The stadium enhancement for the rats is a wizard. Is a let's see, where is it right there? The wizard. What is it? What's the enhancement called when both sides get a wizard? Free wizard.
I can tell you in French, but I don't
What
know
is
in
it in
English.
French? What is it in French?
Bazar du magicien.
Okay, so it is a wizard coach, I think it
Wizard
is, but
Bazaar.
I don't think that.
I don't
Yeah,
know, yeah. Wizard shop, something like that.
wizard shop. That's what it is. Yep, that's what it is in. Oh, so I'm hearing Jasper is saying that the sound is missing on Twitch, and Mercy is saying that he hasn't been getting the sound on Twitch all day. Yep, and CC just said it is Magician Shop. So you see both of the Magician Shop set up here on the sidelines. So that really also kind of changes, and that to me causes a problem with stalling, right? Because
Of
you know
course.
if you know there's a wizard out there, the wizard could change, and so sometimes you don't want to. If you get the chance to score, just score because you don't want the other side, you know, using that wizard to get the ball away from you and then running
Yeah,
downfield.
because I wouldn't be surprised seeing Pong using his Wiz right now, maybe on the ball carrier, you know.
Could be.
So even if it could be, even if even if the rats could reach the ball, the pass would be very tough. Maybe I don't know, but
It's an
that's a
Agi 5
scenario.
gun
A
runner though,
scenario.
so even if you wizard the ball, like the ball holder, and let's say he gets stunned or knocked out or injured, you've still got this other guy right here, low down dirty rat, who can run his butt down there really quickly with his Agi 5, grab it, dodge it, and make a pass and
Oh yeah.
reset up a cage. And the
What's his
wizards
name?
wasted.
Low, dirty rat. Low down, dirty rat.
The you know, but start the next turn, you could see it. So
No, no wizard. But now Rez must move. He
yeah.
can't stall anymore. So fast, so far from the touchdown. He will have to cage or something, or I don't know. Go for it with the Storm Vermin.
Pong has raided his backfield to try to force him. So Pong is a master staller, and I guess with that comes he making him pretty good at you know, countering stalls as well, kind of forcing the rats
Yeah.
to make some moves. So Rez is gonna make some moves right now. Of course, he doesn't have anybody in scoring position, so well he
The
does.
Storm Vermin.
Yeah, he
It would be
does, but
totally crazy to use it, but
yeah, I think that'd be premature.
and of course Punks knew it was totally crazy to use it, so he didn't mark him up very close.
This is interesting. So the Postman 2.0 gonna go down and mark up Niminters. And was that a one die block? Oh, that's ballsy without a cage setup.
Dauntless failed actually.
Oh, okay, that's why. And here comes the boom.
Whoa!
A nasty swipe. All's well that ends well. And low down
And
dirty
now-
rat is gonna set up Downfield. It looks like
They
he's going.
are in scoring position.
Yep.
Two of them.
Yep. So this is kind of playing into Pong's hands, though. This is what Pong wanted. And maybe, he wanted to rush enough people downfield to create the pressure to not just sit back there and move. Pong wants at least 2 turns, preferably 3, to be able to strike back. And by running those people down the field, he's taking that option away from Rez. And now Rez is doing what Rez does best, which is score right away, or setting up for it on the next turn, which would make Pong happy because then he can play Wealth Stall Ball for the next 5 turns or so.
Yeah, but the double one could change things.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's what I play for when I play Pongs. The double one, ruin your plan.
Absolutely. And you see right now, look at that. So he's marking up the key players. Rez is. And this is dangerous. I see what Rez is doing. He wants to keep the War Dancers away from the cage, right? Especially.
Yep, exactly, yeah.
I mean, he's worried about the guy with Mighty Blow, but he's locked him up or put a Storm Vermin on him one-on-one. And it's not crazy. Again, I don't think Pong really cares that much if Rez scores soon. So it wouldn't be crazy for Pong to turn around, put an assist over here, knock the Storm Vermin down, who's extremely dangerous with the Mighty Blow and tackle and guard, and then surround him and foul the hell out of him. And then still put enough pieces back here to harass these people. So I don't know that I would have given this, because he's not even using his blitz to do it. So I don't know if I would have given this up. And then actually he could still leap in with this War Dancer and get a 2-die block. Yeah. This is...
And he also has players in scoring position, so he could even try to score himself right now.
Yeah.
I mean, with the one War Dancer, you blitz. With the other one, you go pick up the ball, pass to the other player.
Right.
And, well, of course, it's ballsy. Of course, that's a lot of dice. But it could be tempted. And you keep your whiz.
I usually see Rez play safer than this. I'm a little surprised because he's just daring Pong to roll these dice. And we did say, forcing the other coach to do something out of his element is important.
Yep.
But and so I guess Pong is a guy that likes to minimize dice throwing, even with Wood Elves, which is kind of unlike a lot of other Wood Elf coaches, right? Who are just screw it, let's throw dice. And now he's basically telling Pong, all right, throw those dice. Leap in there with the War Dancer or go through 2 tackle zones with your dodge skill and see how it works out for you. So it looks like Pong's not going to try to score this turn necessarily.
No, probably not.
If he does, it might go to the War Dancer.
Nah, you're right. We'll see the
assist.
The blitz at least.
That's more
probably not a foul,
right
but a blitz. Yeah.
Yep. That is more important to him right now, is to do that. So he gets a shot at the Storm Vermin. Doesn't follow up, so there probably won't be a foul. And then... yeah.
Oh. And now we see a blitz on the ball carrier, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Now it's an open blitz. He doesn't even have to roll dice. I'm a little surprised. I mean, does Rez just get flustered by his positioning? Because he left himself pretty open here. I think the safe move obviously would have been some kind of loose cage that wasn't in contact already with somebody to force Pong to either use to leap in or whatever, but kind of out of his element right there. The side step does help. He's going to be knocked down to the ground, and he gets the put the ball on the ground. But now, see, the ball is now laying at Nalithal's feet, and Pong has to make a choice. Does he want to dodge in there, grab it, and throw it downfield, or does he just pick it up, and rely on his marking it up and pray that the rats will grab it?
I'm hearing one word out of 2. Maybe, I don't know if it's me that has a problem with the reception or you, but I don't really copy.
Okay, I said he's got a few different...
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah,
it's really better now.
Good to go. Maybe my mouth was far away from the mic. So CC thinks dodge in and hand off. He with another piece it would have taken. I think he was low on pieces left. Oh, so dodge in with the free lineman and then hand it off to the War Dancer. Okay, so everybody said I was breaking up, so it wasn't you. And hopefully everything's better now. So,
I knew it.
Pong decides, you know what? Somebody's gonna have to take the 67% chance. It might as well be my War Dancer. Dodges in to grab it. Nalithal fumbles the ball. The ball is now laying at the in two Wood Elf tackle zones and one. What's that?
He didn't use a reroll.
No.
He tried, but didn't. He thought it didn't worth a reroll.
Wow.
Which is quite understandable.
I mean, really though, because this looks like it could be a rat score. I mean, I can almost guarantee you, Rez is going for the score right now.
Of course he will. It won't be easy.
So he's gonna go Dauntless, Gutter Runner, Blitz. No, he's not. He's gonna go. Okay, so he's not going for the score right now. Wow, these coaches are surprising me. Instead, he's going to introduce Nalenthal to a face full of fists, and Nalenthal is dead! He's dead, and can the Elbow do anything about it?
Oh, and that's...
And the Elbow comes in, does some Mr. Miyagi mess, resuscitates him, and Nalenthal gets up with the... Oh! And there he is, standing on the sideline.
It's always a special feeling to see a War Dancer dying, really.
It is. Where is Harry Warthog when you need him? He loves War Dancer deaths. Mojo Nova saying, get wrecked. Beers1313 in the chat saying, kill the War Dancer. Calcium Cass says, die! And bam! And it looks like, yes, CC, Dr. Death was unavailable. He's temporarily in the building, but... And this is, so you see, yeah, Rez is not, he wasn't trying to score right away. Rez is like, you know what?
No,
let's push these numbers. Bernie Buffon senses death and he appears in the booth. Bernie, did you catch that last, wait a minute.
Nope.
Little fumble here, fumble Ruski, and fortunately for Rez, iPet gets his stuff together. iPet, definitely a cult folk hero here. Especially amongst gaming fans.
If you wanted to score with the other rat with a rat think that we will use now prevent him from trying this. Maybe he would have tried to hand over to rat think and to dodge.
Oh, he's doing it anyway. He says screw it. This is the only team that could do this kind of thing to Wood Elves and outrun them. And it looks like Ratfink is going to the corner. Nobody puts Baby in the corner, but Ratfink goes there on his own. And he's going to block off a War Dancer. And yes, he can. We're going to see a Skaven stall. Goodbye, Ratfink. Ooh, that finky rat. Here's the issue, though. Can any War... Yep, he is still reachable. Elvendale can get to him.
That's true.
Oh, and here's the other danger. Here's the other danger, Stunt.
Oh, yes, he is. You're right.
So this is, this is a legitimate potato. I know this was really risky, but you know what? Rez decided, screw it. Better that I go all the way out here and only one of his guys can actually reach me, and then he's going to need to put me out or I'm getting back up and taking that ball and putting it in the end zone, than to hang around where all these War Dancers are. I don't like this little War Dancer. I mean, not War Dancer. I don't like this little Wood Elf party over here. I'm going to go all the way over here. And the delay, Pong has still not moved any of his... players.
He's probably hesitating to use his wheeze.
Absolutely. That is what is in his pocket. We all know it. He knows it. We know it. You either have to start your turn with the wizard, or if you use your wizard, your turn ends. So before Pong makes any other move, he must use his wizard, or he's not using it until the end of his turn. So he is probably thinking about this hard. A full minute has gone by, and Pong has not moved any of his players.
Yes, but using a full minute before moving is quite usual with Pong.
Yes,
very
absolutely.
Usual.
Pong subscribes to the Fat Fox way of life, which is psychologically beat your opponents down by taking your entire 3 minutes to contemplate the meaning of life.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see. Like that. And it looks like he's not... all right, so he's moving Lithuania. He decided not to use the wizard. It's more important for him to have the threat of the wizard. Again, Elfindale, this is only going to be a one-die block. This catcher's going to have to haul ass to get over there. He's going to get a one-die block with no tackle on a blodging gutter runner, and nobody else. Well, one other catcher can get there, and that catcher has the sprint skill too. So you know what? This is a two-die block potentially.
You're right, but still, two-die block is not that safe.
Not
against
on a blodger
a side stepper
with no tackle, right?
Yeah.
A blodge stepper, as we like to call him.
I think it worth the try.
Yeah, so Mojo, a big fan of the 2-1 grind. He loves it as a science. He will gladly tell you all day how he 2-1 grinds and loves it. Mojo says, don't use the wizard now. Save it. Force him to score right now or on his next turn, and then you still get 4 more turns to do whatever you want on offense, which for Wood Elves is actually a whole lot of time. Much more than most.
Yeah, but Rez has a whiz too. So imagine he scores now. He uses his whiz to score another touchdown, and that's another story.
And there you go. So the two-die block was on, but Ratfink unable to seal the deal at first, and even the re-roll was not enough. And he also can't really put Baby in a quarter because Ratfink with that sidestep has positioned himself, which will be really tough. And so Elvindale going to stay where he is and try to head him off. Yeah, he just doesn't have, unless he wants to do something really risky and put himself and dodge 67% dodge with a reroll, which isn't terrible. But Pong said, nah, that's cool. I'll just leave him in contact. He'll have to score his turn, and I'll do exactly what Mojo said, which is, score in my 4 turns. Again, Pong doesn't like to score fast normally, but he can when he needs to.
Gutter runners can be very good at making a counter touchdown as well.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. Skaven and especially the way Rez plays defense. I mean, he takes some chances, and I wouldn't be surprised I would be just as regular or normal to see 2-0. As 1-1, it could go either way for me. The way that Rez plays defense.
Totally, but still, if I would have been, if I were Pong, I would have used my whiz in this one.
So Pong does not pick up this lineman right here. No, I get it, Stunt. I definitely get it because using the wizard prevents the touchdown. You pick it up with one of these catchers, throw it back the other way, build a little cage around him.
And why not scoring? Why not scoring?
Yeah, you could. You probably could have scored on the same turn.
And this was Pong's kickoff, so it would have, even if he scored right now, I mean, it would have been a great counter.
Yeah, just Pong is more about the mind, the control, and when he loses the wizard, he loses control of the possessions, and that's why he's keeping it. Whether or not we agree with it, I mean, that is his reasoning. Now the Skaven are gonna take their last licks before you see Ratfink jump into the end zone there. They've got 1 more reroll left, so if they have to use it here, it's a little risky to do what they're doing in a sense. I mean, well, he's building up everything, I guess, in case he misses the dodge. Some people here might take vanity blocks, and there is a good argument for it, right? AV7, every block counts. I mean, every block counts. If you can remove a War Dancer, I mean, shoot, right here, a blitz from that Storm Vermin on the War Dancer could be devastating.
Yeah, on this one, yeah, of course he has to do it, because he wants to use his blitz to score, so yeah, of course he should. He has a reroll, he has to do it.
But it's a little risky, because if he has to use his reroll...
There are no more Apothecary.
Yeah, that's true, too. Apothecary's done. Finite. And you still have
I'll say,
a blocking thrower on the lineman, and will he take? Yep, it looks like he's going to take advantage of that too. Let's see a little. He's gonna wait for the AV7 to break. That's what he's hunting for.
The second block would, his thrower has block, so he can trade. But if he didn't have block, he shouldn't trade the second block.
And he's not going to play around with that. Look at that. A 1 at first. Fortunately for him, Ratfink is a dodger, and a martial artist strikes a pose. Bruce Lee. Check me out.
I'll say just a little thing about. I'm really sorry. I usually never do this, but this time I will really cheer for Rez because first of all, I really like this guy, and I really like his game style. So I'm sorry about it, but this time I'm really cheering for Rez.
Mojo seems to have come around to the Red side as well. He's saying, "Screw it, then both of them are B&T competitors. Then I'm gonna go for Rats." Mojo definitely has a soft spot in his heart for the Skavens. I think was it him or Mello? Somebody organized an all Skaven tournament, I believe, in B&T.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they did one in BBI International or Blood Bowl International as well.
I think there is one, but I never entered a Skaven tournament in any league, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. I generally just don't favor Skaven because I try to play every team. I try to play a little bit of every race I can. I actually, fun fact though, I have yet to play Chaos Dwarfs or Khemri. I've had the team since like day two that they were released, and I just haven't got around to. I haven't made a team yet for them.
Well, about myself, I had a nice advice from other coaches from the Champions League playoffs. Following my defeat with Chaos, they just told me go back to Dark Elves. So I will follow this advice.
Yeah, that was Calcium Kaz. He called you the Diet Coke Chaos Coach. He said it's like you try to do the Chaos thing, but it's just not in your heart. You keep going back to doing elfy things.
Obviously.
So that's hilarious. I look forward to many more for CC Broadcasting a lot more. He's awesome. Really misunderstood guy.
I couldn't hear. I'm just realizing it, and I couldn't hear him announcing my game, but I'm looking forward to hear it after this one.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed the interview after game, and I think you're right. He's been misunderstood.
Very witty guy. I think some people are on edge about him because his team is a killy team, but hey, it's Blood Bowl. He's not like I keep trying to tell people. Like it's not like CC is he's showing up to your house and killing your sister. He's just killing your players in a video game. Have you ever played a first-person shooter? It happens.
Yeah.
As
always.
But in any case, I do look for. I think the guy is very creative, very funny, very charismatic, and I hope to hear a lot more announcing from him in the future. I've said this before. I want to get everybody who is currently in the season 3, and as well as some of the alumni who haven't done it before. I'd like to really get them in the booth. I think it adds an element for, it's definitely, when you remember the teams, it definitely adds a different element for somebody who's watching. By the way, I just switched over to the Wood Elf view because they're going on offense. But I think that when you hear the coach, you can kind of like, the reason people like streamers is because they've heard Jimmy Fantastic talk, or they've heard, Fashbinder or, one of those other guys talk, and they're like, okay, I like this guy or I don't like this guy or whatever, and it lets them like formulate their opinion. So I really want to give them as much exposure as I can.
True.
So hopefully we'll get him
you
in
do
there.
it very well.
Yeah.
Just a little advert for you. You're a fantastic animator, really.
Oh, thank you. And you, like I said, always a pleasure calling games with you. You're awesome too, man.
Can I get my check now?
Yeah, exactly. I heard it's already a direct deposit, Stunty.
No, really, seriously, you're You're very federative, something like that.
What was it?
I don't know what's the word.
What's that?
Federative or something like that.
Federative.
Federate. You federate. You know what I mean? You put people together. You know.
Okay. So, what is the word for that?
I don't know. I'm looking for it.
I don't know. Let's call it a social engineer, maybe.
In French, it's fédéré. You're very fédérateur.
I don't know that word. Je ne sais quoi.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Qu'est-ce que c'est? No, I know. Je ne sais quoi is I don't know what. By the way, that's one of my favorite. Is it Austin Powers? That sounds very. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Facilitator. Yeah, that's kind of the word. There's not really a lot that that you use. I guess social networking we say, but networker maybe something like that. Anyway,
Yeah, something like that. That's the idea, at least.
some words don't exactly translate. It's the same way from Spanish. And Pong putting the war dancers back to work, so it looks like the other war dancer is pissed off that his friend was momentarily killed. And yes, CC says the love doctor. I have been called that. What can I say? No, so you get a little brother on brother revenge there. He says, "Don't pick on my little brother." And Otost comes over and knocks this thrower. Is it useless? Yeah, useless to the ground. And
This
now
is gonna be a long game for you, baby.
Yeah.
You touch my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll look after you.
A long game, both in like actually long as well. Pong takes 15 seconds to figure out where to go after the blitz. No, I don't fault anybody for doing that. I even said the Fan Fox. It can be frustrating in the ladder because we play so many ladder games. When somebody takes all 3 minutes of their turn, it's really annoying. And by the way, I'm also going to point out, Pong doesn't do this, but there have been other coaches that like to do this thing. They know we have a strict concede limit of 6. Right, so sometimes they some coaches will get frustrated in the champion ladder and think they're gaming the game. Okay, I'm not going to concede. I'm just going to put my control down and walk away. I don't care about this team anyway. I'm going to delete it after the fact, and I'm going to make you sit through all 3 minutes of my turn while I walk away from the controller, and I won't get to concede. So deal with it, punk. Right, and when you do that, I'm just warning you. Right, do that, get caught, because we will look into it. And if you get caught, you will have repercussions against you. That's called intentional griefing. It's in the rules. Don't do it. That's crap. Be a good sportsman.
And CC might come to your house and kill your sister.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm warning you.
CC will hunt you down and stop you.
This time we'll send you CC, alright? If you do this.
CC and his real life squad of chaos men. So the Wood Elves now look like, okay, they're actually moving the ball up here. So here's the thing, right? Rez scoring way like he did is kind of puts Pong in a bad situation. If he doesn't score this half, then he's gonna get the ball back again, but then he won't be able to stall it out for the 2-1 grind like he wants.
And Rez still has his whiz. So, and even if another scenario, imagine Pong will score in 2 turns, then Rez could score again easily.
Yes.
And this whiz is a terrible threat for Sorry.
Yeah, threat.
for
one turn.
Pong.
Oh yeah, okay, right.
And no, the whiz.
Right, the wizard. Yeah, exactly. Because if he hangs around too long and he doesn't take the opportunity when he has it, you're right. Yeah, the wizard will throw you off completely. Especially when there's a wizard. Like, Skaven are probably the worst, even worse than Wood Elves because of the range they can move. A wizard for a Skaven team is disastrous because they can get to the ball and then take off with it, and you're never going to see that ball again. So Pong has to be really careful. I'm sure he really does not like Rez having that wizard. It really messes with his ball control.
I think Rez was really happy to play home.
Yes.
Because he bought this wizard shop.
Ooh.
Oh,
the Wood Elves get a little bashy there. Come with the foul. That could have gone really badly if he lost the catcher. Catchers are integral to Wood Elf teams.
I'm surprised. I'm just realizing it, but I'm surprised Rez doesn't play with a Roger because to me it's with the Yeti. They are the 2 most useless big guys. Useful. Sorry, useful.
You think? There are arguments for that. I do like both of them. I personally am a fan of the big guys. Some people hate them because of their reliability. Some people don't like Wild Animal because it forces you to blitz. Often, if you want to rely on that player at any kind of consistent basis, you have to keep blitzing with him. And the theory behind that is if you run a Skaven team, right, you have these guys, Storm Vermin, who can deliver, who can develop skills like Mighty Blow. They grow the claws, especially if you can get your. then those are the guys you really want to blitz with. You don't want to blitz with your Rat Ogre. And, so the
Well, with the frenzy, I don't
got a
know.
guy that
I still, even if you don't blitz with him, it's still a threat once again, and your opponent will think twice before putting people next to the sideline. So,
true,
myself,
true.
I really like Roger.
But I also there are other people that you know. Again, so the counter to that is when your Storm Vermin develop, right? You've got Frenzy on your Storm.
Yes, you can give them frenzy, yeah. But not 5 strength.
True.
I can't hear you anymore.
Oh, what about now?
Come
Better?
back. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Much
I don't know
better.
what it is. I don't know why. So anyway, yeah. So Bernie's saying Rat Ogre sucks. There's just differing viewpoints. I can see both sides. Again, there is no real right answer in Blood Bowl, right? It's just just do what you can best. So Rez doing a little. You know, he's putting people in the way for Pong. He's basically saying if you're gonna score, do it now. He's not gonna let him. He's not gonna. He knows that Pong doesn't like to score right away. He's like, you're not gonna stall out on me. I'm gonna sit people back here, and I'm gonna force you to either score right away or risk that.
Wow!
It's gonna get ugly. And talking about Storm Vermin, this is why Rat Ogres are unnecessary. Nathel is knocked out again. Man, they're picking on him. They are picking on him. Destroy just said, right. You're my little bitch, accept it, and here, I'm turning my pocket inside out, and you're going to walk around and hold my pocket because you're my little bitch. Yikes.
Better have my money.
Bitch better have my money. And also, sleep. Sleep, Knife Owl. Sleep. I mean, it's better than dead. Because if Pong makes it to the next round, he's going to need that guy. But It's got to make him a little nervous that his apothecary's already gone.
Yep. And we just forgot about the thing that Skitter might come back at a moment or another.
Yes,
as well.
Yes, absolutely. No babes, though, so you never know. It's literally 50-50 chance.
Yes. Maybe he won't be back anyway, but we'll see.
Oh, this whole time, we shouted out Bernie. He was in the party, but we didn't hear him at all.
No.
Come back,
right.
Bernie. Come back. I'm sorry. This time we'll let you talk.
We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we didn't hear him at all. I don't know. CC says if this keeps up with Nathel, he's going to have to retire with a migraine. No one puts Bernie in a corner. Bernie said, screw this, I'm out of here. I'm sorry, Bernie. Come back. We'll give you much more airtime this time.
I'm sorry, too.
So now, I mean, is Pong going to do what he doesn't like to do and score fast? You know what's really a pain in the ass? It's not even a guaranteed score. He's got 2 blodging, or one's a Roger and one's a blodger with sidestep.
But again, if he scores next turn, for example, Skavens can score in 1 turn. So if he stalls, he must stall 3 turns.
And Hornbeam Sap, lucky he is a blocker because Nuffle was not kind on the 3-die block.
Nuffle hates 3-die blocks. That's why I almost never use big guys.
I'm really, really interested here. Is Pong just going to score? I mean, he has the tools to do it. Rez knows it. He knows it.
But it won't be that easy. There is a the Getter Runner is a sidestepper. The other one is a sidestepper as well, so not that easy to score right now.
No, definitely not. And Pong's like, nah, I'm not going to score now. I'm chilling. I will take my final run when it's time, and it's not time right now. It's time to beat some rats up. Ooh. A little flick kick, and Otos is saying, I ain't nobody's bitch. You're my bitch. And another rat goes to the sideline.
So many bitches on the field.
A lot of KOs, though.
You're right.
Excuse me.
Damn it. Bless you.
I hate being sick. That's why we need Bernie back in the booth.
Ah. Bernie's back? No?
Yeah. Bernie back in the booth.
Okay.
Because I am clearly...
Bernie, where are you?
Yeah, I clearly should not be talking a lot like I am. I don't want to leave you by yourself. Damn it!
Cheers! Bless you again.
Take over for a sec while I blow my nose.
Maybe what they say in China about sneezing.
No clue.
That's the first time they're saying your because well in France we say first time is for your wishes, second time is for your love, and in China apparently they say almost the same thing. They say first time is for the wishes and second time just go to see a doctor.
In Spanish we say when you sneeze you say salud, which means health. But if you want to be funny, sometimes somebody sneezes, you say muere, which means, as you know, it's very close to French. It's die.
All right.
So everybody's saying is this is it Gandalf time?
Well, so Pong didn't score.
Nope. And he says I
want
score when I want to score. You don't tell me when to score, Rez. I'm going to score when I'm good and well feel like it. And I'm wondering, are we going to see a fireball? Yes, Birdie walks in.
Back.
If Birdie walks in, I have to believe someone. So no fireball. Rez does not want to give up his wizard because he likes Pong to feel uncomfortable. But that would have been a great time.
Birdie, can you hear us?
Wreck that cage.
Yeah, I can, mate. I just had a power cut here. So just took everything out.
Sucks. That sucks. Been there. So... Wow, you're walking in on a great match here, Bernie. I don't know how much of it you've gotten to check out, but we had a War Dancer die, get resuscitated. And,
wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and now no Apple on the table anymore for the Wood Elves, but Pong he's just sticking to the game plan, which is, run that old 2-1 grind with the Wood Elves.
Rez, don't forget to keep a player in scoring position. Please don't forget.
Are you openly trying to coach one of the coaches?
Yes, I am this time. Yes.
Don't do that. You can cheer for him. Just don't. Actually, he's not listening live anyway. But I mean,
yeah,
again,
that's what I thought. So that's why I said it. But,
but you just never know. You never. There is also a delay on Twitch, but you never know if they're listening or watching the Twitch stream. So I try
because I think I saw the message saying they won't be in the party.
They're not live.
So that's why I said it.
Yeah, but not like we have to tell Rez to do that. That's he's very, very well aware. Oh, overhand smash!
That helps.
Yeah, definitely helps. Catcher taking a nap for the next couple of turns. Now Pong is probably rethinking whether he wants to try to draw this out to turn 8. And it's CC in the chat saying, "Bernie, Stuntman, and me, dream team." This is definitely a fun
Don't forget Jest. Don't forget Jest, CC.
He said me. He mentioned me.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. So yeah, Rez is in the chat. I think he's in the viewer list. So just so you know, he's listening.
Oh, okay. So
again, it's not like you really.
I'll be careful now.
Yeah, but it's not like you really made a difference in telling him to put a scoring threat downfield. I mean, he's well aware.
Yeah, he didn't hear me anyway.
It's not like he listened to you anyway. Yeah, I'll do what I want.
The whole story of my life.
Well, I mean, we also know he really doesn't. Rats are. Yeah, Rez is in the chat and I ignored him anyway. Rats we know are different than other teams. Just like Wood Elves, normally Wood Elves, pose this kind of challenge, right? Is that they don't always have to have an actual scoring threat. They just need a guy that can get far away from everybody else. And Skaven are kind of unique, if there's not one turn left, right? If you've 2 turns out, you just need to get it to a guy that can outrun everybody else and get out of range. And Skaven have that a lot of times. Often Wood Elves have that over who they're playing, but in this case, both teams, kind of unique situation here. And I think Rez just realizes that. I think he's making a conscious choice that if he puts that one guy that he runs downfield is going to be the one guy that he actually really, really needs for defense. I think he needs all his guys on defense right now.
Yes, but that wasn't my idea, so...
I can't
agree.
I'm really wondering. What do you think about this, Bernie? Is Pong going to score this turn? Is he going to make the scoring attempt?
Well, he's making a bit dicey, isn't he? I think he'll stall till 10-8. That's the way Ponghines plays. So I'll be pretty surprised if he scores 10-7. I think he'll wait.
I think too. Just because of the one turn.
Right. Well, no, because he's not gonna. Rez isn't gonna get. Yeah, exactly right. He doesn't want to give him a one-turn opportunity. So now Pong throwing multiple scoring threats downfield. At this point, the tree behaving himself manages to lock up to the Skaven, potentially, or at least mark him. Third scoring threat. That one's with the ball.
I mean, the good thing is the rats will be able to stamp on another elf anyway, so they'll be happy with that, I suppose. So, you know, all good.
Here's where Stuntmandidi's advice was very, very important. It could have made a difference. By the rats,
thanks.
I gotta admit, I think Stunt, you were right in a sense, because again, I'm sure Rez made a conscious choice because you need every defensive player you can get at this point, right? But if you fireball him now, and then you take that ball away with one of your gutter runners, you can't immediately score, which means he could fireball you right back, or hawk you down with one of his catchers, and then potentially score anyway. Then you're out of fireball, or you're out of wizard, and you haven't scored. You haven't gone up 2-0. If he had a person in scoring range, like if he had a rat over here in scoring range somewhere, then Pong, I'm sure, would not feel that comfortable doing what he's doing right now with that cage. Fireball opens it up, the ball comes loose, and it's 6 for Rez, or I'm sorry, not 6. It's another touchdown for Rez.
I think I don't know. I really don't know. That's just an idea, but I think Pong is not really comfortable with pressure, so that's why I will.
There's the fireball.
There he goes.
And there's the ball loose. And he's dead! Alphadil's dead! In the second death of the game, there will be no apple for this one, and Pong's one-turner is removed from the cup.
Fireball.
Several wood elves going down.
Oh!
Another one is knocked out.
The one and third dead.
Another dead. Oh, Toast is dead.
He's dead for good.
And this is the big brother. This is the guy who's been taking revenge. And the only good news for Pong right now is that he is somehow still holding the ball, but how long will that last? And Rez is openly saying he should have listened to Didi. He was completely right.
Oh.
You were right.
At last! At last!
Vindication. And
I'm trying my best, Rez.
This is wow. This is wow. What a fireball. I mean, however this turns out, if Pong still manages to pull a touchdown out of this somehow, at the very least, that fireball was still freaking worth it. Here comes Destroy, and he's not able to hit the ball loose. Instead, the punch to the face comes, and Gwennis wrestles him down to the ground, but has to loosen his grip on the ball. The ball is loose now, and I
mean, the 5 players were down, 2 deads, 1 KO. I never saw such an efficient fireball. This is
definitely
crazy.
This is okay. So, Lowdown Dirty Rat picking the ball up, and he tries to get the extra step. And at first, his little legs can't stretch, but he did some extra wind sprints this week and did some yoga, and he was able to stretch his leg out. He passes it off to his buddy, the Ratfink, who is now, I imagine, going to take a little trip away from any wood elf that could potentially catch him.
Yeah.
Or are we going to see something really savage happen right now?
Call him. Call him. Tell him.
Yeah, because now it's going to be very complicated for Pong to control the second half anyway.
Right.
Especially if no KOs are back. This is going to be complicated for him.
Oh,
he will be
wow! Savage! Rez says, I ain't running nowhere. Stand and deliver, bitch. Nimitra is stunned. They're going to stand over his limp, prone body. Wow. This is savage. These two teams are really duking it out here. Insane. Absolutely insane.
Really, yeah. The result is really, really good because, once again, Pong will be out of his comfortable zone.
Right.
He can't control the game. With those two important players dead, the catcher and the War Dancer,
Yep.
he will have to do something. But he still has a whiz.
He does have the wizard, which I'm sure Pong likes. But you know, again, Pong's a good coach, and you know he's
of course,
this is where you learn some stuff, right? When somebody does things that you think you're like, how are they going to deal with that? But this is great. This screening right here that Rez does, it really, really, really makes it difficult because if Pong does manage to somehow loosen this ball, I don't think he can. No, he's not even in range to loosen the ball, so I don't even know. Yeah, the screens aren't even necessary because they literally can't. Yeah, so he'd have to go with the whiz and get a bounce that he can't even get near that ball. And even if he could, there's all this screening going. So I think you're just going to see Pong exact some revenge as much as he can. This is why Rez went and ran all his rats away. Probably in order of which he's willing to lose them.
And we might see Sneaker coming back on next half. Skitter, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So
no,
a few more deads, maybe.
This is crazy. Usually the rats are the ones getting the carnage exacted on them. That is a kill box win so far, looking like for the. Wow, I mean, if you look at ReznorRulesYou's his icon, his logo, his team logo is a freaking stabbing knife. They have totally lived up to that logo. Picked the right logo. This is brutal.
Even if Pongs go to next step, I mean, even if he wins this game, I think his next opponent will be quite happy.
Yeah,
those
I can imagine.
two players are dead. That's about
CC make a great announcer. He said, should have quoted Gandalf here. You shall not pass.
Oh.
You gotta save those up, CC. Oh, a foul deserves.
And he's out.
An eye for an eye, and they're coming down on Destroy, and he's ejected. The ref says, "I've had enough of that." But there was a bribe.
There was a bribe.
Wait, so Rez didn't tell me about this bribe. Oh, they got a bribe for the kickoff. Gotcha. Okay. So I forgot totally. They're both running with bribes. So the ref is paid off in gold to shut up.
Oh yeah.
And
I forgot too.
Player's not ejected.
I forgot that even Rez has a bribe, and the stubber is back.
Wow. Wow. All three rats come back, and two of the three wood elves come back, including the war dancer. So you could say both sides really kind of are pissed off at each other, and you can't hold them back. They want to be back on this field. You want them on that wall. You need them on that wall.
It's a war right now.
Yeah.
It's not a game anymore. Everybody could handle a gun. Go back.
Yeah, absolutely. Rally all the troops. Resting is not an option. But the Skaven have a full 11 on the field, and the Wood Elves are down to 9.
10.
9, right?
10,
1,
I guess.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
9. Yeah, 9.
I just don't know how to count anymore.
No, I think you might be
That
missing
explains a lot.
the knockout. You're just probably focused on the 2 deaths. There's still one guy knocked out laying on the side. So they could be back up 7, but the way this game is going, I doubt it.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, guys, this game's not over by a long shot. I think a lot of people think it's over, but any Wood Elf is dangerous, and Reznor of all people will know that. Although that doesn't help losing a 10.
It does not help.
do you think Ponghines goaded him to use a fireball? Because he must have known that there's a very good chance he's going to get a fireball.
I think he did.
Plays in.
I think he did goad him. I think
Rez did the right choice.
Definitely.
There's another thing. Now Rez is kicking, so even if Pong takes 8 turns to score, well 7 now, but anyway, Rez will have a chance to take a 1 turn.
Right.
At the end of the half.
Right. And with
That's
the Rats having, honestly, with the Wood Elves having less than 11, there's a good shot that one turn is successful.
Yep.
Which means that if I'm Pong, I'm targeting that one turner the entire. While I roll downfield, there will be blow after blow on that. On that one turner. That
They
one
are all
turner's getting
potential
blown more than a
one-turner.
porn star.
They are all potential one-turner, anyway.
Or with Rats, right? Yeah, but there is there's one with.
Well, I mean,
10, right?
every get a runner at least. Well, maybe not the one with the 8 move.
Yeah, not with the 8. The
He's
postman
quite
is actually
slow
the
for
one that
getting
can't deliver. But the actually they don't. I thought they had a movement 10. They don't. They have 2 Agi 5 gutter
We got
runners.
sidestep.
Yep.
Yeah, they
So
go
which
with
makes it
sidestep,
easy.
haven't they?
Push them in,
There
and
we
the
go.
Agi 5 really helps because you can go wherever you want. That does not help Pong. Man, Hornbait is rooted on turn 10. On the first turn in the second half to be played, he's going to stay put.
And I'm just noticing a funny thing. I mean, when things goes Pong's way, he uses his entire 3 minutes. And now he's playing a bit faster. Funny.
Yeah. Maybe it's,
Very funny.
The less options he has, the faster he plays. Because that's what it's looking like.
Exactly.
That's
And
everybody,
so...
right? When you have 11 players,
Yeah. Anyway.
it takes you a long time with 11 players to find the best play out of the many you could take. When you only have, 9 players and you're outnumbered, a little less time. And when you're down to like 5 players, you play fast as hell, like 1 minute turns.
I think a lot of it though, guys, is psychological. I think some people do on badness because it annoys the other coach when they take a full 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Not saying he does, but I've known that a lot. Because obviously you're waiting to play and the other guys are just wasting the time knowing it'll affect your gameplay. So it's like, it can be annoying. And as we can see now, Ponghines is going extremely quick. Now he's behind, so we'll be interested to see how he does. And at the moment, his play doesn't look safe at all there. We could see the Skaven take it back again.
CC says, trees, other than their amazing ability to oxygenate the planet and keep us alive, useless. In Blood Bowl, useless. Very true.
I like this one.
Rez is just making... I mean, this is obviously a coach... Rez is a Wood Elf coach because he is doing just the right amount of things to effectively frustrate the hell out of a Wood Elf coach. Putting his guys in just the right place. I think it's almost like Rez is saying, what would really annoy me right now? I'm going to do that to Pong.
Yeah. Exactly. Kill him. Oh. That's disappointing.
And the Destroy unable to put Nalathal. Nalathal has literally just lived through a barrage of blows this game. It's a wonder he's the one that's still alive. He's been killed, brought back to life, then knocked out. He still gets up for more. He's a glutton for punishment. At some point, you got to root for this guy.
Maybe he'll have a psychological issue. Then, like, why am I still alive and he's dead? I mean, I should have taken his place.
Yeah, right? Yeah, survivor's guilt. And as we were talking there, wow, a barrage of blue arrows, and they can't knock down Nalfel. Still, though, I mean, it's one of these deals where, like, the Wood Elves kind of have nowhere to run, right? Their tree has rooted at this point, and aside from that, they got, a War Dancer that's completely surrounded. They've got 4, 5, 6 other players that are all in front of the Skaven and not scoring threats.
Yes. But still, stay concentrated because Pong is a little coach.
Yep, you cannot let up on him for a second.
Yeah, exactly. So there are no more catchers, am I right? Yes, there are no more catchers. Oh yeah, the one that handles the ball. But he's a level 1, so not a big threat.
Yeah, interesting that
Of
Pong
course,
has
he's
put
one.
the...
Oh, looks like Rez wanna get rid of the War Dancer for good. The standard here. It's only a matter of time.
said, "Where's the deaths, Bernie?" You posted in the chat.
Absolutely, I had one for about a couple of turns, haven't we? It's getting a bit boring now.
Two
Come on, let's get
deaths.
some more kills.
There's already 2 deaths, and a third one has been resuscitated.
No, them two don't count. There's Fireball. I want to see players kill them.
That's true. Not a lot of deaths from blows. Only 1 from a blow, which is still significant. But there's not a lot of injuries. I will agree with you there.
The thing is, you don't expect deaths that much, but when you get them, then you think, "Oh, I want more now."
Right.
You show me the deaths.
Like
Give me some more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. You now got our Bloodless going. Our Bloodless is going. We want more deaths now. Well, you can't just stop at 3.
And
Keep going.
Bernie just described how you form a crack habit. I'm just gonna try it this one. Oh, that's really good. I want to keep doing that. I can't get enough of that.
For all you young impressionable kids there, if all you young impressionable kids there, Serious Jest is not going to tell you to go out and kill a few people.
Yeah.
But he's right to do so because, on the other hand, Pong just had 2 deaths, so he'll be a bit more careful now. I think he's a little less confident leaving a player next to a Stabber or a Storm Vermin.
Yeah, and look at Pong is putting people in scoring range now. He knows that. Yeah, so some coaches at this point will just play for the tie, and then they'll hope in overtime.
No, he has a Wiz, so he should try to score far. He should try to score fast. Use his Wiz to score a second one.
Right. That's what
I think he
he's
should.
Being smart. I even think the way he dared Rez to set up for that fireball, knowing that Rez would do it, and then Rez had nobody in scoring range. Right, so it was a smart play. I think he did answer Bernie's question from before. I think he was daring Rez to do it, hoping he would. I just didn't think he thought it would end up in 2 deaths and a 3rd knockout or something like that.
I agree. I think he was expecting Rez to use his Wiz, and so he got rid about it. Like use it, and then I'll be cool in the next half without this Wiz.
No, because, I mean, think about it, right? Rez had nobody in scoring range, so he's like, you use your wizard, and then at worst... Oh, shoot, wait, what just happened? So the leap just happened, and he shadows him, but that's it. That's where he shadows him, but he doesn't follow him to the leap. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a shadowing player follow the person leaping to the spot where they leap from. But now he's lost his scent.
Never saw a fireball so useful.
Oh yeah. I think his thinking was he uses his fireball and he's not scoring. So worst case scenario, he doesn't score, but now I'm the only one with a wizard left, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and I don't score, but I got a wizard left, right? Yeah, and then best case scenario, I still score and I'm the only one with a wizard left. But yeah, he wasn't. I don't think he was counting on 2 of his players being killed.
The thing is, though, lads, is Wizards don't really scare these 2 teams because they're very quick anyway. So that's why I was a bit surprised it did what it did, caged up, because I'm thinking, crikey, I'm going to fireball it.
They should scare this team, though. They should scare these teams. They're 87 Wizards. For 87, Wizards aren't a cage breaker. They're an attrition tool.
Well, that's what he did. But what I'm saying, yeah, well, it is. I mean, that's what I'm saying though. It's like you don't. If you've got the ball, you're not scared about the Wizard as much because you can score so quick. Right. So when someone cages 5 players, what, maybe 7 with War Dancers in there, and a really good catcher with movement 9, you're going to take the shot, aren't you?
Yep.
You know, even if you get a couple of knockouts and an injury, that the fireball's done its job. And I was a bit surprised. And I thought he's got to be good in it because surely he hasn't forgot about it. And he asked for it and he got it with interest, didn't he? So we'll see how his Wizard goes, but I don't think he'll do anywhere as good as Rez's did.
Rez aims to please. He's like, you want the Wizard? You got the Wizard. And this is interesting. Rez is not going to try to stop the score. He feels totally kind of like, all right, go ahead and score. I'm just going to beat up your other War Dancer. Do you think there's going to be a follow-up foul here, too?
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure there will be.
The only problem, if he dedicates all his resources to fouling this War Dancer, is that Pong can then.
He doesn't need all his resources. It's only AV7.
Yeah, no, that's true.
3 players are enough.
True.
Well,
Rez won't be bothered anyway if he scores. He won't bother. He'll be like, you can have it. I'm just going to beat your War Dancer up until you score. You've got no apothecary left. You know, if you want to play Russian roulette, that's fine. We'll just keep doing it.
Moreover, if the warden is out, there are no more stars in the Woodies team.
All right.
No more player able to make a miracle.
Right. Well, on a Wood Elf team though, arguably alignment is dangerous. Movement 7 and edge 4.
Yes, still.
But yeah, no, definitely you don't want to lose your
Ghetto
last
runners
word.
are dangerous as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolute. That's exactly what I'm drinking. Sorry, no Evo.
Are you really? Are you drinking Absolute? That's nice. I wish I could be drinking. I'm sick though. It still might not. It might not stop me. I'm gonna be totally honest here, but I mean, hey, Russians drink vodka to cure colds, don't they? And there comes the
Why?
blow punch to the stomach, and it works. And Nato's knocked out again. Oh, he's gotta go through the concussion protocol at this point. That guy's gotta be. He's probably speaking senseless now. You ever see that Snickers commercial? They're gonna ask him. They're like, do you know where you are? Yeah, I'm at the game. Who am I? Coach. Who are you? I'm Batman.
We're leading 3-0. No. Alright, sleep again. Have a real rest and we'll talk about it later.
This is curious here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Wood Elves left on the pitch. And the Skaven bench looks amazing. Like the kill box looks so healthy. They got one injured player and one guy sitting over there on a lawn chair sipping a Mai Tai while, with his red card sitting on his lap, and he's grinning about it. And he's like, totally worth it.
Thing is, with them two go runners as well, they both got sidestep as well. The two water blocking the way.
Yep. So it's not even guaranteed when you push one way that it's gonna do what you want it to do. But we also do know that. I mean, this is probably happening if Pong wants it. And I think Pong now over a minute has passed with Pong trying to figure out what he wants to do, and he hasn't moved the player yet. I don't know if he's considering using the wizard, which I really doubt. But he's probably. That's what he needed to do.
That will help.
He's probably trying to see if there's a way he can stall this out, and realizing that it may not be a chance he wants to take, but I can see a stall here. Actually, at a Pong, just because I've coached against him a lot, do not put it past Pong to create a little fun cage and stall this jammy out. I just don't know if that's a smart thing to do. There you go.
Obviously he wants.
It's not worth it with like 5 turns, because that's going to last about 1 or 2 turns, and that's it. And then
exactly.
So no point.
I'm just AFK 10 minutes, guys.
Okay.
I'm going to be AFK 10 minutes. Wayne just contacted me.
Oh, cool, nice. So yeah, let us know definitely if we can maybe get that match in today too. That would be awesome.
He's looking Wednesday 9 o'clock Paris time.
Oh, okay.
Looks a bit.
Okay.
I'll have a word with him now anyway.
Cool. Well, celebrating going on from the Wood Elf fans. They haven't had a lot to celebrate, but hey, no matter what has happened, the score is 1-1. As the rats prepare.
Yeah, I still wonder what's happening. Using only 1 minute, 1 minute and a half to use his turns to Pong. What's going on? I mean. I hope he'll join us. I need an explanation about it.
Pong, I've never heard Pong on for a post-game interview. We might get Rez in here. I'll invite Pong, but I don't think he has a working mic. So, Jasper, also a Champion Cup competitor, running our human team. With I thought was one of the that one and Thermonuclear Pong are my 2 favorite team names. His team name is Tasty Tacos for You. Every time I see the team name, I start to get hungry. I want some tacos now, actually. Who doesn't like tacos?
I played a few times against Jasper, and I must say he's a good coach and a great guy.
Nice.
I enjoyed. He sent me a message after our first game, something like that. I enjoyed the move, and yeah, he's a nice guy.
Maybe we'll get Jasper here helping us comment on games during the cup, hopefully. But anyway, Jasper, not a fan of, as nice as he is. I mean, just as you said he's a nice guy, by the way, he said that war dancer wants to die. So he's wishing on somebody But, you know, hey,
Yeah,
who doesn't
ever
hate...
kill him.
Nice guys, even nice guys hate war dancers, unless they're Wood Elf coaches. And Jasper, of course, is
Yeah,
a
I
human
think
coach.
it's a victory by himself to make Pong using less than 3 minutes to play his deck.
Yeah, and CC chiming in thinks this game is amazing. I have to agree, this is super exciting. We got some great games in the Cup. The Cup is full of really, really good coaches, world-class coaches. And now we are about to kick off in turn 12 and see how does Brutas Blessed Vermin respond to the Leaf Dancer score.
They have only 2 revolts, and Woodies have a wizard, so yeah, they have to play smart anyway.
Ball kicked off. There's a quick snap, which lets the Rats get off their... Again, just like most of this game, the Rats are one step ahead of the Wood Elves. And the Rats start to move into position. Reznor smartly staying away from that tree. A lot of players just cannot resist the urge to try to bang on this tree when the tree's set up on the line of scrimmage. Reznor's like, yeah, I'm not messing with that. I am a Wood Elf coach. I use trees all the time. I'm just going to avoid him.
This is terrible for Pong, thinking about it. I mean, he has only 2 players out, but the 2 are dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
No simple ones, no. You're on the field or you're dead.
That's it. I mean, he did have the 1 knockout come back, so that's really good. He kind of needs every player he can get now. All right, everybody's in position. The ball falls down. iPad
here we
eyeing
go.
that ball. And we're going to start it off with a push. And then...
Obviously, Rez is a bit disappointed by this one.
Yeah, I'll say. And Rez trying to figure out what the safest move to make first is. And...
No problem.
Yes.
You can do the work well.
Squeak is able to knock
Can't get it.
Lithnuan to the ground. Let's try a Squeak. I'm actually, you know, I'm surprised about Stunt is that Rez didn't put Skitter on the line somewhere with one of these Wood Elves.
Yeah.
That's a free blitz.
Well, maybe we'll see the explanation right now.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see the explanation right now.
That's pretty ballsy to blitz with your staffer, to use staffer blitz because it's so low probability. And just as I say that, that's armor 6. Stab blitz. Okay, I see what he did there. But you know what else is also fun? To take your Mighty Blow Storm Vermin and put him on another high value target. You could have done the same. No problem. And Rez with another push. Brutus Blessed Vermin. The Storm Vermin are not getting it done right now. The next block is going to have to be from the Postman. And he's going to get an assist. His teammate and another push. Now the Wood Elves are being resilient.
Yes.
Does not follow up.
Yeah, I think Rez was hoping to get rid of 1 or 2 before going forward, but
right.
The Woodies have been resilient.
I'm gonna pick the ball up and recenter, sit back. He probably calculated how far one of these Wood Elves could run, and sits just out of the range of even the 2 GFI guy. And
yeah, and look at his runner. I mean, even if, for example, in a crazy ID, Pong would use his whiz on the ball carrier, there is, even if he's far, he is in range. The other getter runner. Oh!
Well, the Eagle Eye ref gets in there. Does he take the bribe?
Yes,
he took the bribe, pocketed it, and said, "Nah, I'm still gonna throw you out, just because I don't like your face."
Probably an Italian referee.
I'll tell you, man, that evens it up a little bit here. All right,
yes,
2 guys ejected and 1 injury, and now it's starting to look less one-sided.
And versus 10, yeah. So keep
Or 10 versus 9.
concentrated. Rez, keep concentrated. It's not won yet. No.
1, 2, 3,
Concentrate.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, you're right. 10 versus 10. The other KO came back. You're right.
Ah, for once.
CC says he bribes his refs with letting him stay alive.
Oh.
He's like, with him, it's not about money. He's just
That's
like,
an explanation.
you get to live. Don't worry about the money. Worry more that you get to
Please.
live.
Take me out, I wanna leave. Take me out. Let me go out of this game.
And Nalathal pissed off that his older brother was eliminated from life, but unable to really take his frustrations out on Skitter. I'm actually surprised he's going to push Skitter into contact with another Wood Elf. Because Rez's willingness to use Skitter as a stabbing blitzer has maybe put a little scare into Pong, and now he's feeding Skitter free stabs with the targets that he's willing to give up.
You're right. Skitter is a really, really great champion. Like Grief Overworld is for the humans. I mean, there are some teams that don't have really useful champions, but those two ones are really good.
Yeah,
And
I
cheap,
agree.
quite cheap.
Yeah, 160k is not bad, right? Or 160 or 170, whatever he costs. But that's
It's really worth it, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially against an AV7 team, of course.
Very much agree.
Oh, I had to face him with my Dark Elves last weekend against another great coach, who is Whiskey Tornado. And
Yep.
he's been quite efficient. I had 7 Dark Elves wounded, if I remember well.
Yeah, that was last season?
I hated him.
Or...
No, just last week during Season 4.
Oh, okay, the champ ladder. I didn't realize that Whiskey's playing
Yeah, yeah.
champion ladder now. Oh, awesome. So Lou's shouting out he
And
thinks
he's doing
Eldril's
quite well.
the best.
Sorry?
He said Lou's shouting out Eldril as another guy, another star player. It's underrated. He likes Eldril a lot for the Wood Elves.
Alright.
I like Eldril. Once I found out that you can use the hypnotic gaze and it doesn't count as a blitz.
Oh, yes,
You can
you're
hypnotic
right.
gaze
Yeah, alright.
without like I didn't realize you
He
could
has a different name in
move,
French, that's
use
why
your
I didn't
hypnotic
listen.
gaze at the end of a movement and it doesn't count as a blitz. Which that
Yes.
completely changes everything. I didn't realize that.
That actually costed me my playoff game during Champ Ladder Season 1.
Oh, really?
Rostoffer really taught me how to use this guy, and he used him very well.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You learn because somebody does it to you, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to pass this
Exactly.
tradition on.
I always thought that star player was quite useless. But when I saw Rostoffer using him, I was like, alright, this guy is quite efficient at the end.
NTB shouting out, he thinks Skitter is great against AB7 and you use Glart against the Bash. I forget Glart's skills right now, but yeah, I remember Glart from another game. And
Yeah,
Rez
he's
is
really
going to
good.
move the ball because Pong is doing the same thing he did in the first half. He's forcing Rez to move out of that backfield. He's not just going to let him sit back there and milk the time and then take a final shot. It was also smart, by the way. Pong knew that Rez knows that Pong is a wizard. So, which is why he kept that other runner back. The other Agi 5 gutter runner, the low down dirty rat, because he could still get there. And he had 2 actually gutter runners that could have still got back there and grabbed that ball if they needed to and made a pass or whatever they needed to do. And
Yeah,
since Skitter is
another
unable to
KO.
stab Philanway to death, he is going to punch him in the face with Destroy. And he's going to get into what this is, man. Rez has been playing really aggressive with Destroy. He's putting him in the War Dancer's face. And you know what, though? This is the War Dancer that doesn't hit that hard. He is not a mighty blow guy. So Rez is like, whatever.
You went a bit too far.
So now he's got Ratfink in scoring position.
Yes,
Also
but a
get
bit too
somebody in
far to me.
Ethel's face. Ooh. So you got a little dodgy dodge going back there. Rez does that first. Before making a safe move.
I think this is risky because I don't know.
You notice it's a loose cage because, obviously, because of the
Very
presence of the
loose.
wizard.
A bit too much. A bit too much. It's not a cage. Not,
No.
not even a proper screen right now.
Nah, it will be though. This is oh, he's gonna dodge away from the tree.
It works. Nice one.
Yep. This is risky play. And he's gonna head
Yeah,
up
that's
to the
well done
slide
because
move.
right now this is a proper screen.
Yep. Yep.
That's all that he needed. Because now the whiz will be quite inefficient. Fireball is useless. Even a lightning is well. There'll be plenty of players around to pick back the ball and avoid someone to score. So yes, that dodge was totally useful and really needed, I would say.
Mojo pointing out Glart has blocked Claw and Jugs. Yep. That would be great for a bashy team. Play against some orcs with that, and that could ruin their day. Or dwarves.
Ah, yes. With those,
Little
yeah.
dodge away
So
and
he's been
screens.
quite lucky with those two dodges, but that was what he needed, and that's now the ball is quite safe in the better way, I would say.
It's safer than it was before. A lot safer than it was. He's really lucky that none of these rolls went south for him. And Pong says, "Screw it."
Without even using a reroll. That's nice.
Pong says it's time to pull out the wizard, and yeah, exactly. He didn't even burn a reroll. And now, I mean, this isn't the safest of, but this is pretty good. I mean, what else? We know we can still get in that cage. I think, and Lou's asking why the wizard. I think Pong was hoping that this ball would fall like here, or even here, because then he could just leap with the ward and go and pick it up, throw it, and then make his way away from throw it right here and even score right away or put himself completely out of range over here. But where he didn't want it to land was right
I'd say
here.
Pong had to try it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he probably wasn't going to get a better shot. Because if Rez goes up, he might. I don't know. You could argue that he was going to be patient. He could have been patient. He could have hoped to pull a ball away from Rez, or if Rez scores, make sure he does it with enough time that he could come back, tie it, and then go into overtime with the wizard. I don't know. It's easy to second guess these guys, but you got to make a call one way or the other. And Pong said, Pong was thinking, look, if honestly, this is the worst possible spot. It could, yeah, maybe the worst possible spot is if it landed one more space toward the Skaven end zone, so touching both gutter runners. Right, but
yeah, because even if you get the ball, there'll be plenty of guys to if he picks up the ball and tries a pass. Anyway, there'll be all those gutter runners ready to intercept, and they're quite good at it. That's a risk.
Yep, you gotta make your way into this cage.
Believe me, I know about interceptions. And
also, just iPet's prone body laying there is just a problem. It causes the war dancer have to or the dodging to get. Oh, well, look at that though. That's gonna work. So he's gonna knock low down Dirty Rat. Low down Dirty Rat is not a sidestepper, so he gets to knock him the way he wants. And now this is only a 67% pickup for the war dancer if he wants to pick it up. Although chances are he's not going to pick it up.
No possible pass if he picks up the ball with the war dancer.
Right. Well, you're
probably there is a stabber, not so far.
I'm back guys, what I miss.
Hey!
You missed Pong using his wizard to lightning bolt to open a loose screen that Rez set up. The other war dancer, Nalathal, who woke up from being knocked out twice, managed to knock down Low Down Dirty Rat. We are now witnessing the tree, Harem Beamsap, uncharacteristically not rooting and actually moving into place to block off some of these rats. And, double chest kick. And Career of Itchy is seeing some stars. But that's also going to free up the thrower, Brizuin, who's going to come in, pick that ball up. No, he's not at first. He's going to fumble it, but he did some card tricks this week, during the whole week, to keep his fingers nimble, and he is, thanks to that extra training, he's able to hold on to that ball, dodge away, and now we are going to see a pass,
Be careful.
I believe.
If the pass goes, This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, so this is what looked like
Uh-oh.
an unstoppable. Oh, look at that! So the thrower again. The thrower
We might go
skill
to
comes in
overtime
very
now.
useful. And we are gonna see a Wood Elf. I don't know if this is necessarily a stall, right? He's banking on. He's just thinking, why GFI it if I don't need to?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure that Rez isn't gonna let him sit back there either. Wow, way to turn this around for Pong. And now he's bitchy. He's glad that he hung on to
That's a
that
great
whistle.
play. That's a great play. Can't say anything about it. That's a great play.
Yep.
Because the blitz on the gutter run-up avoided an interception occasion.
Mm-hmm.
That's well played.
Absolutely. And now you're seeing Reznor set up his lineman on the war dancer and the thrower, and he's putting everybody in place so when he sends this gutter runner downfield, that's a threat. It's going to force Pong to score. However, are we looking at the possibility of the postman getting in there and delivering, or is he going to play it cautious and sit back? The postman will not be blitzing the ball carrier. He's probably going to go downfield and just create that threat. Instead, they're going to take care of the war dancer and make sure he's not going to be able to jump in there and allow, and muck things up. They knock him down to the ground. They've really been picking on him this whole game. This time, he takes it like a champ, though, and he doesn't go down. And now you're going to see the postman run over in that vicinity and create some problems.
Yeah, he's going to score now. You don't stall when the postman's nearby. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
We're gonna say he's gonna be like, nah, you know what? I was gonna stall, but since that's the postman, I'm just gonna take the touchdown.
And what's if you were Pong, if it was turn 15, you might take that chance, right? Knowing that but no, not. I don't think you do it now.
You just score, don't you? Because you're 2-1 up. What's the worst what can happen? You go into overtime. At least this way you're holding all the cards.
Right.
Right. And you've got an extra reroll on top as well, just in case it won't go to penalties, but if it did, you've still got the extra reroll. Everything says score here. You just don't want to do anything cute. Just get it in the end zone.
I agree with you, but I'm not sure at all that Pong will think this way. Knowing him,
I'm not either. Yeah, I'm not sure that he's gonna think that way either.
But I agree with you. I really agree with you.
Yeah, I mean it seems a smart play to me. Just because you've got to just do it, haven't you? Really, I mean. Sometimes this is where you can lose games when you get too cute. You
Mojo
just
says
stall
even he
the
would
extra
score
time.
here. And Mojo loves
yeah.
to stall. We have talked about that. Mojo loves to stall, and even
Yeah.
he would score there.
But again, Ponghines, he's another one of those who's got a reputation of stalling, hasn't he? Until the last possible moment. So, it'll be interesting.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say, if he's going to stall, then his best chance is to take out the Skaven guys who can score, on the breakaway. Because there's like a couple of them.
I think he should score too, because it doesn't make that many difference scoring in 2 turns or in 1 turn for the Skavens, especially with those AG5 gutter runners. So he should, but I'm not sure he will. But he should, yeah. To me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely, we know this, that definitely I agree with Stunt. Like, you limiting him to a 1 turner.
Hey, look, it's funny. Things are getting better for Pong, and he's using his 3 minutes. How funny it is.
He figures he's got more options. He's trying to figure out, how do I best stall?
Of course.
This is having all the makings of a stall.
Just to let you guys know. Sorry, just to let you know, Jest, the MML pack will be playing as wins Oak Team on Wednesday, 8 PM GMT. You couldn't do any earlier, so
awesome.
we've had to say the earliest possible.
Okay.
So
I'll probably be able to announce it if you need.
Oh, great.
Good.
Great. Okay.
Yes, I won't be away. I'll be away on Monday and Tuesday, but I'll be home on Wednesday, so I can announce if needed.
Awesome. Well, I can broadcast it, so at the very least, and I'd like one more announcer for it. So.
Yeah, let's
CC, for example.
Yeah, we'll We might as well keep it consistent, won't we? Usually it's me, you, me, Stunty, and Jest, and I get knocked out first round. So yeah, we'll keep it consistent. You know, so
Nice.
hey.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
it's serious. Just if you can't announce it, just broadcasting it. Maybe CT
Yeah, exactly.
will join me. Will that?
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. So Bernie just said he'll join you too. I love
I hope
Bernie.
so.
You want me to join my own game?
Yes, this is gonna be complicated.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sick.
I don't mind this fight. Damn, guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do here, man.
Sorry.
Hey, guy, what do you want? What do you think, Kaz? I'll kill him, Bernie, kill him, just stamp on him. But he's my own player. He's my own player, Kaz. Doesn't matter, just kill him, man. Just kill him. Send a message. You know, and then you'll have Stanley going, Bernie, just score, man. Just score, man. It's first turn, don't matter. Just score, man. You know, don't worry about the rest. Yeah, I can see it working really well. You know,
Hey, guys,
look at the clock.
Guys, really
just look
quick,
at the
I'm
clock.
sorry, but I need to point this out. Pong has decided to stall. In the middle of the field, no
Wow.
less, too.
But just look at the clutch once again.
Oh, he's coming with the foul! This is ballsy! And that's going to stun iPet, that's as good as knocking him out, basically, for these purposes. Mojo saying, balls of steel.
I'm saying 3 minutes for nothing.
Whoops.
Failed. Dodge right there. Linda Dwayne is hurt. And if this goes to overtime, that's not going to help.
Indeed.
All right. This is where we get to see. This is where you can do this, and this is the problem. And Pong loves stalling, but you can do this against most teams. The Skaven team has the personnel to get a 2-die block right now.
I'm not
1-die
sure.
block.
Yeah.
Let's go for the crazy play. Let's stab him with skitters. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Come on, Rez. Remember who you are. Go for it.
3. Yeah, I'm seeing at least a 1-die block.
Well, actually, I'm still on that clock story. I mean, it's very confusing the way the clock is used, whether things are getting wet or not.
Yeah. I mean, that could backfire him at this point. I'm sure Rez doesn't care about how much time Pong is taking because he could use more time to wargame himself.
I don't know.
The crowd shouting for stab just because it would be epic, but I don't think that's the smart move. Rez moving his players into position.
Come on, Rez. You can do it.
I mean, the guy's only got dodge as well, and he's not a bludger either, is the guy with the ball.
No, that's why I feel like this was a... Oh, the dodge fails! Nuffle says no! Double one, and Pong's move pays off! He's gonna force Brutus Blessed Vermin to tie it up with a one-turner, and let's see if he gets greedy.
That's
Yeah.
so unfair, those double ones. Ah.
Well, first of all, it's not unfair, because one, he should have stabbed like the crowd asked for, and that would have worked. And two, it was our pet. I'm glad it was our pet who failed. Our pet deserves to die. The only bad thing about that is he should have broken his
but
neck.
still.
Kill him! Foul!
Anyway, he
No.
would have rolled a double one on the required dodge for the stab too.
Yeah, no, different talent, different dice.
Yeah, and Lou
Alright.
says 2 very well played turns by Pong, and yep, that's all it takes. And Pong is going to maximize the hits here, and he's going to injure
Baba
Skitter. Skitter's gone for the match. If this goes
it's
into
not a real
overtime.
issue because Skitter won't be very useful in OT anyway.
Depends, you know. Depends who gets the ball.
Yeah, of course it depends, but still, in OT he'll need to score. So
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a given though, guys. I mean, everyone's sort of talking like it's going to be
Like
2-2,
it's going
but
right.
you know,
No, not necessarily.
it's not that easy. It's not that easy. I mean, we know how great Rez is, but you know, double one as we saw with the gut runner or something like that, and it's over. So yeah, Pong took a risk and he paid off. It paid off for him. So yeah,
That was a savage risk, though. That was a savage move by Pong.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, the thing is, if Pong does go through, there's going to be a very happy coach whoever plays him next, because his team is decimated.
Dilapidated, yeah. But I'm sure, Pong will have a star player or two.
Yeah, he's a good coach, so you know, as he's proven here, whatever happens.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be missing his Mighty Blow piece. Those are very hard to come by for Wood Elves, so you know, especially for a coach that likes to stall.
I love one.
Reloaded saying needs more tentacles in this game. Also, by the way, Rez pointing out, Bernie, that was the postman that failed that dodge with the double ones.
I thought it was up it. I thought it was up it.
Oh, Rez?
I don't know. Well, I'm blaming Appet. I blame the postman.
No, it
So,
was the guy
if I'm
with
wrong,
guard. It was the guy with guard, so it was the postman. It was Postman 2.0.
No.
Saw what you wanted to see.
Let's just swap places. Let's just be swapping places.
That was definitely the postman.
Well, it did deliver, didn't it? He still delivered. It just say delivered the touchdown for the, you know. I mean, Sunday said, you know, Rez, remember who you are, and obviously he's using a one-off coach. So obviously, well, you want a one-off trial? Fall over, guys. There you go, Rez. Rez don't look happy. What are you wrong? The man told me to do it.
I have a story about Postman. In season 2, I was in a good position to get to be qualified for the playoffs, and as soon as I named the guys Postman, things went really bad.
All I've got to say to that, Stunny,
I'm not convinced by Postman.
all I've got to say, Stunny, is who scored the winning touchdown in the grand final for Fanbox? That'll be the postman. So, you know, that's all I've got to say. I'll use Serious Jest's best excuse. Postman only works, but doesn't work on a gutter runner. Doesn't work with Gaben. Like YOLO. The postman only works on Dark Elves and Norse.
And you see Pong here really debating what the smart money is here for the one-turn protection. He knows Rez needs to push one of these players, probably not the tree, I'm going to guess, in a certain way to get his player where he needs to go.
You'll have Cass going, push the tree! Push the tree, man! Push the tree!
Scandalous, it didn't work. Scandalous.
So,
by the way, Bernie, you're a great player name, because in my Dark Elf team for season 4, my blitzer named My Buddy Bunny has AG5.
My Buddy Bernie.
Which
yes.
That I love.
There you go.
That I love.
There you go, you see.
So Pong had two options, the way I see it. Right?
For me, there are no proper Dark Elf team without an AG5 player, and I'm glad it's you.
By the way, guys, what do you think here?
Solid.
Pong had a couple of different options with this one-turn defense. So Lou pointed out he thinks it's a good one. Now this is the option because it doesn't let you come in here and get a free shot for the push, right? He's going to need to leap in there. He's got a leaper.
It's not going to make any difference when it gets changed defense.
Yeah. And so
You can do without it with sidestepper and a bit of luck. That could work.
Yeah, I mean, but the other option that Pong had is he has enough players. He could have put 3 on the line, spread them out over here, and then just did I'm going to put 1 every 2 spaces across this line, across 4 meters out from the end zone, forcing the AG5 gutter runner to make 3 dodges. Instead, he's given that up. Now, so 3 dodges in addition to the 2 or more GFIs. Or 2 or less GFIs he's going to have to make. So now he's basically said, all right, I don't care. If you get that initial push and your guy gets into range, you can have it, but just, it's a touchdown. I'm just going to try to make it so you can't get your first push. Against a team that has a leaper, though, and a guard piece, 2 guard pieces, by the way. Here's another one with guard. That's a
Go on, Rez. Go on, Rez. You can do it.
So the question is in the chat, simple yes or no, will he score or will he fail? I'm going to go no.
He will.
I will say no.
I think he's going to score.
He will. He has to. He has to. I can't. It can't be the victory of stalling and using 3 minutes. He has to.
I've got a bad feeling this is going to be
he wants to see
change
a one-turn
defense.
touchdown here.
Shut up.
If there's a kickoff event and it's there's perfect defense, this is over. If there's a blitz, this is over.
If he rolls some one, he's over.
Yeah.
If he...
So people think, oh, Skaven aren't fair, they got all this movement, and, you know, it's an abuse. Like, no, this is a lot harder than it looks.
Hey, have you seen the chat guys fail?
But still, Rez has rerolls. Rez has a reroll for this turn, so this is a good thing for him.
Too, yeah.
Depends where the ball goes as well. Is there a guy with kick still on the pitch as well, isn't he?
Absolutely. Yep. There he is, right there, on the right side. Pong sending it all the way to the back.
Ooh, if it goes to overtime, that's nice.
That is nice.
If it goes to overtime.
So, this is interesting.
I'm sorry about it, but I'm as stressed as if I was playing.
Wow, this is like, I'm wondering what Rez is. Okay, so he's moving guy into place.
That's gonna be guard pace, isn't it?
All right, so we'll see a leap and a blitz by a getter runner.
Okay.
Only one is enough. Only one push is enough.
Woo!
Two heads. Remember, he's got two heads.
Yes!
Yay!
He's got the push.
Go!
Sidestep kicks in.
Wow. This is intense.
Absolutely. And now it's going to be a second push. Very, very good play.
To be fair, I'd be pretty offended if they do go to overtime with me co-announcing here. You know, I want the BBC. The only problem is they haven't given him the ball yet. That's the only thing. I think I might have done that first. Give him the ball.
It would have been. Well, he had two guys in after one.
Where would you push the getter runner? Would you push him on the left side or forward? I would say on the left side because he could catch the ball easily.
Left.
Yeah, it depends what dice you get. Depends what dice you get. If you get powers, then you can't.
Yeah,
can
of
you?
course.
You've got to go the other way. So it's an option, but I would have just got the ball first because you're going into tackle zones.
Hey Rez, you're right. Use your 3 minutes as well. You're right.
Come on, Rez, get it done. Oh wow!
He's throwing it.
Come on, mate.
It's only agility 4 though, isn't it? Rat think.
What would he pass it right now? He will have he shouldn't have done this.
Well, he didn't want the distance.
You could have been the first thing you should have done. Yeah, no, it's been a agility 5 guy anyway, so.
Takes one
that's
extra
a 2+
G
now.
up. That's a roll. That's a 4 right there.
Come on.
And short
there's
pass coming. The Wood Elves are going to have the chance to intercept. They do not intercept. The pass is good. The catch is good. iPet has the ball, and there's going to be a push.
Now then,
so I think now you got to go forward. Yeah, now you push it forward. Yep. This is the right move. Wait. I didn't realize.
No, that's fine. No, you
sure?
can't. Yeah,
a leap is okay. No!
Oh, he's got the leap.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Not another one again.
He's going to leap out. And he's got it this time. iPet could go.
It's going for 1 minute. Wait for 1 minute. Wait for 1 minute. Oh no!
Wow! We've got overtime. We've got overtime. What a match! What a match! iPet doing the crane kick in the end zone, and we've got overtime. Wizards are off the table. Apothecary is gone for the Wood Elves.
And 3 rerolls for the Skavens.
Make sure both players need to hit that start button right now, or the options button, and skip these cutscenes, because before the last patch, there was definitely a glitch that would sometimes screw up the choice of the kickoff if you don't sometimes skip past those cutscenes before overtime. We've had that happen to a couple of people. We are going to watch it in real time, or in complete animation. And who won the toss?
Rez!
Wow!
Yes,
Skaven with the toss! Nuffle is kind! And now, just where it was looking great for the Leaf Dancers, all of a sudden, this is looking like the odds are favoring Skaven. I think Lou posted some kind of endearing, beautiful. Is this the honey badger where the honey badger does what it wants, takes what it wants? Oh, NTB's asking. Yeah, so there's a you may have remembered NTB in the MML. There was even a whole controversial thing in the first round of the playoffs where Caven had said that he selected the. No, not the first round.
Yeah, it's been in season 4.
No, it wasn't the final. It was in one of the early rounds. Yeah, he said he had selected to receive. He won the toss. He selected receive, and for some reason the game gave him as if he had chosen to kick. And he swore up and down, hey man, I know for a fact I definitely picked receive. So it came out later. It's happened to a few other people too. And the best way to avoid that glitch is to fast forward, like skip the cutscenes before overtime starts.
Or to win before overtime.
Yeah, or that. Obviously, this is not a problem for most private leagues who are doing in the regular season because there's no overtime. But if you do go overtime, like in the playoffs or such, then it's been known to cause issues. So I don't know if it's been fixed because that was a couple of patches ago. But just in case, I still always fast forward past I skip the cutscenes.
Don't take the risk.
Especially not now. Yeah, I mean, chances are any game that's actually going to overtime counts for something important. So,
I tell you what, I want to know what's been fixed in overtime. If we can score on 10-25 now, somebody was a book last time. Never got off it.
No more tree penalty kicks.
Yeah, and there's a tree there as well, isn't there? You know, there's a tree there going. Oh,
I think though now that Cyanide has added more of the actual dice rolls into the dice log, you might be able to actually see the penalty kick dice rolls.
Yeah.
Instead of before, stuff just materializing. So, Rez setting up in what looks like one turn. This would just be savage if he's trying to one turn for the win. It's really unnecessary.
Right. He's right. I think he's right. That's the best way. Nothing bad happened. And it's quite easy to have
I guess
one
he
turn.
he doesn't like the War Dancer being able to leap into the cage or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Perfect defense happens after a kick. Wow!
Oh!
Wow! Talk about. I mean, we were talking about all the luck on the side of the Skaven team, but this is a huge break. Huge break.
Depends where it bounces. Depends where it bounces.
This is like Donald Trump, Archibald Trump. Huge. Huge, like my huge
Receiving
hands.
Receiving the ball was better than a perfect defense anyway.
No, but you could put two players here. You're absolutely right. And this is what CC's saying as well, is that you could overcommit. This could be, I've talked about this before, this could be a Trojan horse. I talk about this with blitzes, right? I call them a Trojan horse blitz sometimes. You get a blitz, you feel like I got to throw players downfield, and then you end up getting burned by it. It's going to be the same thing, right? If anybody had dive and catch, just like Whiskey Tornado pointed out, which they do not, dive and catch is especially useful. Because you can put somebody here with dive and catch, be the only time you can actually see cover their own kickoff. So Pong being careful not to overcommit. He puts players down there. He changes everybody else on his defense. But now that he's actually put 2 players down there, this could also change Rez's offense and the risks that he has to take, right? If this ball scatters out of bounds, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 chance that this scatter gives Rez a touchback. And if Rez gets a touchback, right, then all right here becomes a big problem because you'll see all these rats put a deep and what just happened? Oh, so I just missed the scatter. The scatter falls bounce.
Wow.
Not this is splitting the baby, right? It's dangerous. But now it forces Rez to reevaluate. Had it been a touchback, I'd pretty much say, I mean, you could pack it up and call this game over. But now, I mean, dice got to get rolled. Double thing. And if
I think he will try to pass to the other getter runner, and he's right to do so. Get a pass, put the ball out of range.
Yep.
And then usual game.
But this is still taking. What it took is a bad, and it's a Wood Elf victory. But Rez is like, this is Gorilla Rez. This is Red Rez. He don't care about pressure. He doesn't feel pressure.
He can catch on the left side, out of the reach of the
Absolutely can. Absolutely can, and that's what you're gonna see. I mean, guaranteed.
Yeah,
now he doesn't. Yo.
Just to let you know, you're breaking up on your mic a bit.
Damn it. All right. Better? Better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
this
way
is
better.
absolutely.
We're nothing without you,
I
Red.
mean, this is absolutely what you're gonna see. You're gonna see this this gutter runner break left, put himself out of the range of, most importantly, the War Dancer. And CC saying he overcommitted and now he's gonna pay. I will say, in Pong's defense, you have to, right? I mean, if you sit back passively, the rats
that
have the
was his
numbers
bad
on
mistake
you.
from
They have the
Pong, of
movement
course.
on you. They can break any way you want. You have to take. You can't. You don't want to be kicking yourself later that you had an opportunity to take the ball away and run downfield and you passed it up because you were too chicken shit and sat back and were reactive.
He's taking a risk here. He should
Yeah.
have.
Should
I'm not
go
fond
for
of it.
screen.
Well, anyway. But still, of course, he had to stall. But I really agree with CC on this one. You're paying your stalling. I like this idea.
What do you say?
I really like the idea of paying the stalling. Even if you had to stall, even if you stall, obviously. I really like the idea that you're paying your stalling
you'll
right
pay.
now.
Yeah, you'll pay for stalling.
I
Yeah.
received the ball and yeah.
Yeah. So CC's saying, okay, well, that's all well and good. You definitely put people over here, but you don't put your War Dancer there. And
No,
failed dodge by the Storm Vermin. Did he re-roll into that? And that's
No,
gonna
he
cost
didn't.
Rez
He didn't reroll.
an apothecary.
Alright.
But
Still, he should have rerolled because hopefully he'll score next turn. So I don't know why he didn't reroll. He has two.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, why? So he's saving the re-roll. Surprising.
And he could have moved the other player too. So I don't know why he didn't reroll. Bit of a mistake here.
Do you have a French saying that's like, what will be, que sera, sera?
I'll tell you at the end of the game.
Okay, because that's what Rez just kind of took the attitude. Like, if you're gonna get in my cage and hit my gutter runner, it's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna spend my reroll right now. He may have been overthinking this a little bit.
Well, the apothecary worked, so no real issue. But
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, it's not just no real issue because that he could have used the extra body, right, to make it even harder to get to the gutter runner.
That's it. Yeah.
Right.
And the other one too. The
And
other
then he'd still be on the field.
Slink could have walked into the cage too.
How will Pong react
But
to
this is smelling good for the rats.
Yeah,
Still.
absolutely. What a wonderful skill sidestep is too, right? That it lets you sit there confidently on that sideline. Most runners aren't doing
Here
that.
we go.
Oh yeah!
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah! Sorry.
Fail dodge!
I'm not supposed to.
Double ones, Nuffle says no.
Oh hell yeah!
And ladies and gentlemen, the only question left about this match is how will the touchdown celebration go?
Yes.
We ain't gonna see it.
We didn't get to watch it. Stupid Cabalvision. Brutas blessed Vermin in an amazing victory in overtime. While I am drawing this out by talking slow, I am going to invite Red Dice Rez and Ponghines to the chat to see if they want to discuss this. And they have been invited. And meanwhile, let's take a quick look at some stats. The armor breaks are even. 2 deaths for the Leaf Dancers, which now doesn't matter, but losing those players, I mean, might as well have been injuries because this team is getting scrapped. They're done, unless Pong's just going to keep them. 2 expulsions for the Rats, that was a problem early on. 3-2 overtime victory. If you look at this, like, these are very similar stats for both teams. 4 KOs to 3 KOs, 1 injury to 1 injury, 0 kills to 0 kills. 'Cause it was just a fireball that made the difference. Huge difference. Fireball in the first half. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right. I mean, the fireball was a big thing. I mean, two deaths, one of them was a war dance, and was it the move at 9 he killed as well? So,
Yep.
So yeah. So I mean, he did ask for it, and he got it.
And we have ReznorRulesYou, a.k.a. Gorilla Rez, a.k.a. Red Dice Rez, and now we can call him, what do you think, because of the Wizard, Fireball Rez, or Fire Rez? We'll work on that. The
Did
fireman.
anybody get that wizard's name? Because I need him every game. That was the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. Yeah, beyond words. That fireball was just beyond words.
Insane. Rez, he dared you to use that fireball because you didn't listen to Stuntmandidi and put somebody downfield.
The whole half. I mean, I've watched Pong play his wood elves. I watched him while I was learning, and I admire what he does. I don't have the brass balls that he does to run that offense, but I know the plan. His whole plan is to bait you. We were both basically trying to rope-a-dope the whole game, and then things went crazy with the fireball, and that changed it.
That's pretty much the great description of the game. Everybody trying to rope-a-dope each other, trying to jostle for position and feel each other out, and then the fireball happened, and pretty much it was all crazy. Still, all of that, and he still almost stole the match from you at the very end, if not for an amazing touchdown and the amazing iPet coming through in the clutch for you.
Yeah, iPad is amazing. It's always good to hear. They're wood elves. What are you going to do to stop them when they lightning bolt you? They're going to get the ball.
Absolutely insane. I mean, you're going to be riding the high from this. This is the first overtime match in round one, believe it or not. Prior cups, there's, as you know, overtime was like the regular thing. It was the go-to thing, and now you're looking at, and this is the first one to actually go to overtime, and what a way to do it. I just want to take a look at the schedule, see who you face next. I think Mojo was asking that. So if you guys don't know, this has been confirmed by Nithios that although right now, until they put out Legendary Edition and we can seed people in knockout brackets, the bracket is randomly calculated, but you know that the players, basically the way it goes, whoever wins this match right here, Rottingham Forest versus Tasty Tacos, will play the winner of Insanity Reigns versus Thermonuclear Palm, and then these two will play each other, and so basically the winner of Brutas Blessed... Well, Rez is going to play the winner of Beeman, which is the High Elf team, and the Glacial Cannons, which is Demented. So... you go from playing one Wood Elf team.
Come on, elves!
You go from
Not
playing
only the
one
Norse,
Wood Elf
but
team.
Dim, too.
Yeah. One Wood Elf team to potentially either elves or a Norse team that's run by another Wood Elf coach. So you Wood Elf coaches have really been stacked against each other early. Yeah, we did that. We did that on purpose. Just stacked you guys together early. This
Can you hear anyone?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. Did you lose me for a sec, Bernie?
Hello.
I don't know what it is. I hope my wire's
We got a Frenchman down. A Frenchman down.
But yeah, just amazing. I mean, it was to the point where Rez, if Pong won, he was gonna have serious problems. That team was just dilapidated for going into the next match. So you basically broke
How about the one more dancer though? I killed him once, I KO'd him twice, and he just kept coming back, and he ended up doing the blitz on Low Down Dirty Rat, I think it was, to open up the ball. I mean, he was not going down without a fight.
That guy takes a punch like he's a victim of child abuse, girl. Like there's nothing you can do to me that my father has not already done.
By his older brother the whole game, and his whole life, and he saw him go down and finally realized it was his time to shine. But and yeah, I appreciate the sportsmanship of staying out of the chat, but man, I had to listen live. Jess, you gave me goddamn goosebumps when I was going for the one-turner, man. Like, oh man, like.
Awesome, man. I mean, you guys put on such a show. This is really gonna go down as one of the best games in Cup history. Always a pleasure watching you play. It was really awesome seeing such different styles collide and then kind of just try to deal with each other. And this, you brought everything to the picture, and it really, since as long as we've known you in the Blood Bowl community here on PS4, you've always been known as a very good coach. I think you are definitely coming into your own as an icon at this point, where people are seeing.
I think you guys didn't know me when I was learning, like about a year and a half ago in the open ladder, but I'm kind of happy about that. Those replays, they're all gone. They're not to be found.
Open Open ladder doesn't count. I got a bunch of really bad games when I was playing with my version of a Chaos Kill Team and Open Ladder under a different account. Those don't count.
I had high elves that I learned on, and I didn't know you could pass and hand off in the same turn at that point. It was...
Until somebody does it to you, right? And then you're like, wait a minute, you can do that? That's not fair!
Yeah, Afro Chef. I call him my elven Obi-Wan because he's the one who schooled me with wood elves and other elves all the time. I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to do this.
Yep. Hey, yeah, Lou pointing out, I still have bad games. That's absolutely right. I'm a schizophrenic player. I have some great games.
Failed. If that one turner didn't work out for me, I was in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This one could have gone so many different ways, so many different times, and both of you hung in there. And wow, what a match! So looking forward to more great games like this. Yep, and we just had announced that Bernie's going to be facing off against Arzoin on Wednesday. When is the Calcium Cast versus Duran match? It's tomorrow at what time? Do you guys remember?
We basically he's trying to get Duran to play, but apparently Duran's had him, so he hasn't responded.
Okay.
Just a quick one though is Rotterdam Forest and Tasty Tacos for You starts at 10 Eastern time tonight. So that's
really?
3 a.m. where I am. So
okay, great.
They was just asking. They was asking if someone can announce or Twitch it. So
I'll
just make you aware there.
Yeah, great. I would love to get Rez back in the announcing booth. So definitely me, Rez, and
Can anybody hear?
Yep. Can you hear us? We can hear you, Stunt. Hello?
No, he's gone again. He's waving that white flag again.
Now he's got me paranoid, like it's me. Is it me? Yeah, no, it'd be great to get you in the booth, Rez. So 10 p.m.
Get
the band back together. And Bernie, I normally wouldn't ask somebody to stay up till 3 a.m. for a Blood Bowl match, but you might actually be up. So if you are,
if I'm up, I'll join in. I'll come in, and if I don't fall asleep, I'll be like, "Yo, guys, 3 a.m. let's have some Blood Bowl." Oh crap, the missus has heard me. I'm so dead.
Don't put your marriage at stake or anything, but definitely open invite, man. You definitely. Again, I've called you up. Over and over, I say you're the heart and soul of the cup. You really are. So you have an open invite for the booth whenever you want it.
Yeah, Bernie, you bring a ton. Cal cracked me up. I saw his comment about, I'd like to announce tonight, but I like being married. So,
exactly.
But I don't have that issue. I'm just lazy. I'm usually found on the farm listening to Jest, giving me goosebumps while people are, sweating bullets.
Yeah, Rez will do that thing to me where I'll be like, "Can you announce this game? We really need somebody." Oh no, sorry, I really can't. I'm really busy. And then I'm seeing ReznorRulesYou is playing, what's that, the car game? It's Rocket League. He's playing Rocket League.
Meanwhile, I'm listening
to
you.
Yeah, and commenting in the chat. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm sick. I shouldn't be broadcasting.
I advanced this season, so I will. I can stick around. Obviously, is obvious. Yeah, that was the deal.
Yeah, he's like, I'm interested as long as I'm still in it. Then I don't care anymore. Well, anyway, great match, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. So then our next match is 10 p.m. Eastern, right? Which is 3
That's right. Yep.
GMT.
Yep.
And yeah, that match. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is.
Hopefully,
wait a minute.
Duran's game. Insanity Reigns versus Thermonuclear Bomb tomorrow. Hopefully, and then obviously we've got Wednesday the MML pack versus Azwin's B team.
Absolutely, yeah. There you go.
I don't know. I can't wait for the CC and Run match because I love watching the transformation of Thermonuclear Palm from villain to media darling.
Yeah, he is.
I called it. You called it.
Yeah. Like everybody was afraid of who is this guy? No, he just seems like a bully. He's terrible. He's everything that's wrong with Blood Bowl. He turns out to be like a super nice guy. Really cool,
exactly.
dude.
That's what's always cracked me up. I mean, most of the guys who run these Chaos teams are the nicest friggin' guys. Everybody gives them grief, like, "Oh, you just want to kill my pixels," and they're like, "But dude, they're just pixels."
Yeah, like, seriously. In real life, I love you. You're cool. I mean, do you want to borrow some money? Okay, you can borrow some money. I'm still gonna kill your player, but you can borrow some money. So I posted in the chat the specific subfolder for PS4 and the Cup. So if you want more information about the schedule, I think I posted directly to the thread that has the schedule. This year, this season, because some people complained about it from the last season, I was grouping in like the replay links along with the scores, and people were like, I really don't want the spoilers. So I split them into two different threads. One of them is called results, and the other one is called the schedule. So I just posted the schedule one, and you guys can check out the replay links there, spoiler free, and you could also see what the upcoming games are and tune in live. Any parting comments from any of my co-announcers?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, when's the dwarfs and the lizards getting at? Because I just remember when they're playing, the Punch Brothers and Annette.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
The
Stump
Punch
Humper
Brothers are
versus
terrifying.
Serdual.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's gonna be a lot of deaths in that one.
Yep,
And
I hope those
game.
runners take some injuries.
Oh, absolutely.
And again, I've been openly declaring Thursday's going to be our absolute deadline, so get them games in as early as you can. Try to plan for contingencies, because we're...
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting beat in the next round. Come on, baby, let's get them done.
He's gonna keep saying that all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
I got a bad feeling about this. This is a bad
right,
idea.
Right. So, and any parting words from our winner, who's advancing to round 2?
Just great game from Pong. It could have gone either way. It came to the coin toss, and again, the greatest fireball I think any of us have ever seen firsthand.
That was epic fireball. Yes, very well played, Rez. Congratulations, and thank you to both of my co-announcers. Thank you to all of you in the chat, because you guys really just make this so much better when there's an active chat. We had 323 messages. Really, really awesome. We appreciate the input from everybody, and this has been another Champion Cup production. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we are out.